Good morning. Good morning, guys and girls. And I'm talking to you specifically. If you're out there trying to crank that engine, I understand. The sun's coming up at 6:05 a.m. I'm leaving the gym. Every morning I try my best to bring you a rhythm, a drive. I understand the importance of having to activate the pre-drive every single day. I want you to realize that very few people wake up with their pre-drive activated. Okay? Most of the time, and I'm writing about this in the new book, the pre-drive has to be activated by something external. Right, Freddie Blanton? Although it's internal, the pre-drive is internal in you. It is a drive that is latent and undeveloped and needs to be activated by something. Okay? Now that something could be I see something, I hear something, something happens to me, but something creates a stimulus. And then we have an ability to take an action. So this morning, I got a good lesson for you, folks. And the lesson is, I think every day I watch. I was in the office all day yesterday. I'll be in the office all day today. And I sit back and I watch and I observe. And what I see in people is, I don't know, for lack of a better term, inertia. Resistance to act. And I like taking all these concepts and breaking them down and making them simple, man. Newton's law is very simple. It says an object at rest will stay at rest unless acted on by an outside force. Okay? It also says an object in motion will stay in motion unless acted on by an outside force. Now, let me apply this to your life and my life. When you're getting up there, you're an object, right? You're going to stay at rest, typically, unless acted on by an outside force, meaning something comes along and activates that drive for you to want to go, boom, go do it. That is the activation part. But after the activation, there has to be a persistence. There has to be an intensity. Yesterday, we talked about intensity. Where does intensity come from? And it really comes from having a target, having time compression, having goals that get you excited. So, you know, when you think about this concept, an object at rest will stay at rest unless acted on by an outside force. When you're trying to sell to another person, folks, that's exactly what's happened. That person is either at rest and you're trying to convince them to take an action, or that person is in motion and you're trying to get them to stop long enough so they can hear what you have to say. Now, all of the stuff I teach factors into this. Person of interest factors into this. Your follow-up factors into this. Your explanation of value and service factors into this. The how strong and compelling the solution to the problem. All of these things factor into your ability to get and keep a person's attention, to bring them to a decision, which means to kill something off. Nick Jenkins. Okay? So if you wake up and you go, man, this is hard. Couple things I would tell you, man. Create products that are easy to sell. Everybody listen to what I just said. I went deep sea fishing once. Just one time. I'm never going back. Okay? One of the most miserable experiences of my life. But this dude sat up there in the front of the boat, driving the boat out to where we were going, and he had a little phone over here, and that phone rang the whole time. And it was people saying, how much is it for the deep sea fishing? How much is it for this? And he would say, it's $400 for half a day, $800 for a full day. Which would you like? Which credit card would you like to put it on? Everybody listen to what I'm saying? And I asked him, man, I said, is it like this all day long? He said, all day, every day. There's only so many boats, Dorian, and there's so many people who want to go deep sea fishing. And Coach Mel B, I'm sitting there thinking, man, this is so easy to sell. Create products, number one, that are easy to sell. Not products that are hard to sell. So if you got a product, man, and it is very, very hard to sell that product. Okay? If you got a product and it is very, very hard to sell that product, then that's the first problem we've got. Is we're having to convince people that they need the product. We're having to alert people. Okay? Right, Kevin Jones? Good morning, Amanda Banks. Second problem is, man, people are in motion. The good people, the people of interest, right? An object in motion will stay in motion. Man, they're busy. And what's happening is they're going down a path. They're chopping wood and carrying water. They're working the muscle. It's very hard to get their attention. They're most likely already successful. You're trying to convince them that you can bring something to the equation. Even if you can bring something, Samantha, and even if it could change their life, they're so fixated on moving from A to B, or where they think is their B, man, that they're not even open to it. What's up, John Ard? Okay, so I'm telling you this morning why this seems difficult. And it seems difficult because some people are stationary, stuck, complacent, bored, in a rut, hit a ceiling, whatever you want to call it, right, Daniel Hodges? They either don't have the desire to make a move, or they just don't care, man, or they're just stuck where they are. And whatever, they're an object at rest. You come along, boom, and you say, hey, man, I'm trying to get you in motion here. And they're like, I don't want to get in motion. I want to stay at rest, because that's a good place to be. This morning I woke up at 4:15, and I'm sitting there going, man, just stay at rest. That's what my mind was telling me. Coach, just stay at rest, right? Object at rest will stay at rest unless acted on by an outside force. Right, Brian White? An object in motion will stay in motion unless acted on by an outside force. So what am I trying to tell you? What I'm trying to tell you is you got to be that force, man. I'm thinking about this greatness factory I'm building in Nashville, and it is every single day working on raising capital, showing people the vision, getting the plans done, working on the renderings, following up with somebody, right? Working with the banker, trying to get the deal across the finish line, pushing every single day. Man, that thing would not happen, okay, unless if I don't get up and apply some force to it every day. Okay, yesterday I'm talking to a guy who wants to bring me out to Idaho Falls. I said, man, we're trying to get the money together, but I'm down in Costa Rica. Okay, great. Would you like to do something in Costa Rica? see the hunting club, the new concept I have, man. I'm on the phone with people getting Jeff Hoffman, the billionaire, there, and I'm working with major artists and their people, and I'm picking up the phone and following up with people that see me speak. Man, an object at rest stays at rest unless acted on by an outside force. I live by this principle. Okay, and if you don't live by this principle, man, you don't really understand what's going on, man. This is really what's going on. Big time people are on the move. Small time people are on the stay. They're just stuck. Okay, and there is no energy or force in their life until you come along and awaken or enlighten. The word enlighten means to shine light on darkness. The word awaken means to wake out of a sleep or slumber. You are enlightening a person. You're shining light on a darkness and going, you can do something better here. There's a better way you can do this. Now, some people still take the opportunity and screw it up, but that's on them. All you can do is give them the opportunity. Okay, so what are we going to do today, man? We're going to come into the day. We got our hit list ready. We got our blue marlins ready, our big fish. We got our red zone ready. We got our top 25, and we're not going to go to our office and sit. While we're building this greatness factory, we have an office in downtown Nashville. And I told my team the other day that, man, I bet you $1,000 we could walk around this whole building and there ain't a person in this building prospecting for business like they should be. They're on the phone. I walked by one dude's cubicle yesterday. He was watching a movie. Full screen on his computer. That's what that dude was doing all day long. Full screen, watching a movie in his little cubicle. Okay? And he was calling that work. Let's call that an object at rest. Now, that dude will be the same dude that'll be broke. Life will be tough. And he'll tell people, man, life is so hard. Life sucks so bad. Life's difficult. That's what that dude would go around and tell people. And my response to him would be, yeah, man, you go to work where you should be working and you watch movies all day. You're an object at rest, man. And money and opportunity never, ever, ever follow people at rest. It always follows energy, movement, circulation. So there's some people today that you need to nudge, bump, invite, elbow, get in the game, wake up, out of the slumber, awaken, enlighten, initiate. We go on and on with the words, folks, but they all mean the same thing, to move. Right, Sean? They all mean to move. So this morning I got my big booty up, although I didn't feel like it. My feelings told me, Coach, stay at rest. Coach, stay at rest. Nope. Man, I want the feeling when I'm finished stronger than I want the feeling of laying in bed. Everybody hear what I just said? The word passion, sacrifice. Ability to subordinate what I want now for what I want eventually, Missy. The ability to subordinate. Subordinate means give up what I want now for what I want eventually, folks. That's what the word passion, sacrifice means, okay? So, promise me today, you'll be that object in motion, okay? I want to see you, man. I want to see you in person. January 14th, I'm doing a bunch of private events the next few weeks. But January, I'm doing person of interest. You ought to be in that room, man. You ought to be in the room. If you're tired of being not known, you ought to be in the room with me in person of interest. It's $297, or get the virtual for $97. I'm doing flip the switch for 18 to 30-year-olds. If you got a millennial and they're an object at rest, you need to get them to my boot camp, man. Let me help them find their calling and purpose in life, okay? Number 3, what's up, Clark Peterson? Number 3, Tish, I'm coming to Fort Lauderdale on the 15th with Optavia, with Susie Heyman, who's a big-time Optavia person. I'll be in Fort Lauderdale at the Big Mover Conference. And then it's just off to the races, man. And I'm already looking at my 2022 schedule, which is almost already completely booked. So, we're not going to be objects at rest today, folks. God bless you. I believe everybody needs a good coach in life. Go to CoachBurt.com. Love to see you in a coaching program or in person. I promise you, it'll be so much better than watching these morning videos. You guys have a great day. God bless you.